Hello everyone, it's Kate from Good Heart, and in the midst of self-isolation and COVID-19, I wanted to make a video for you to help you grow, to help you take some steps to feel a little more rooted and give you ways to grow your own food security. So this video is specifically for people who are just starting to grow their own food. Maybe you have grown for a few years, but you're still relatively new. And we're gonna start at the very beginning, and that is with seed catalogs. So I'm going to teach you how to read a seed catalog and how to order your seeds today. So I'm gonna specifically be going over the High Mowing Organic Seed Catalog. This is where we buy most of our seeds at Good Heart, and also is a Vermont-based company, has really wonderful people working there and running the company, and every seed variety in this catalog is certified organic, which is awesome. There are plenty of other amazing seed companies as well. We also love Fruition Seeds and Johnny's Seeds, and wherever you get your seeds, this video will still be helpful. So with that, let's dive in. Oh, and the other thing is, it's okay if you don't have a physical seed catalog. You can get all this information online as well. So with that, let's dive in. So we're gonna start by talking about the three main classifications of seeds, and that is open pollinated, heirloom, and hybrid. Now, open pollinated and heirloom seeds, well, all heirloom seeds are open pollinated, which means that they are pollinated by wind or insects versus being intentionally cross-pollinated by the farmer or seed grower, which is what a hybrid is. So a hybrid seed is not a GMO. It is a seed variety created by taking two different varieties and intentionally cross-pollinating them. This is done out in the field. Farmers and seed growers do this by hand, and often it leads to a more productive or vigorous or disease or pest resistant variety. One downside to hybrids is that they tend to be a little more expensive because they are more labor intensive. Like when High Mowing is growing out a hybrid squash, for example, they're actually out in the fields by hand cross-pollinating each plant. So it takes a little bit more work on the grower's side. The other aspect of hybrid seeds is that if you want to save those seeds, they will not come out true to type, meaning if you save a seed from a hybrid plant and you plant it the next season, it will grow, but it will give you a variety that is different. It's going to revert back to its parent lines. Open pollinated seeds, however, are going to give you seeds that are true to type. So if you save the seeds from an open pollinated or heirloom plant, then when you plant those seeds again the next year, they will give you generally the same variety, assuming that other insects or wind has not cross-pollinated them unintentionally. So when you are reading a seed catalog, you will be able to see what each variety is, and I'm going to show you where right now. So let's open it up to beans. Okay, so for the provider bean, let's see, right here it says OP, and that means open pollinated. Let's see, and then rattlesnake bean says heirloom right next to it. So again, you'll see if it says OP, if it says heirloom, it's an open pollinated or heirloom variety. Now, hybrid seeds will always say F1 for I think it's familial 1, basically telling you it's the first generation of a seed being cross-pollinated, and it says hybrid right there. The other great thing about a seed catalog, whether you are looking at it the physical copy or online, is that the descriptions will tell you a lot about whether you want to grow it in your garden or on your farm. So one thing I always like to tell people is to pay attention to the descriptions, especially if you are in like a relatively cold or hot or dry or wet climate. So many times the descriptions will tell you what climate or zone it's perfect for. So for example, the early wonder tall top beet specifically says it is, it says that it's perfect for early beet greens, so it will grow quickly, and for early season crops. So as you're creating your crop plan and you want an early season beet, you can say, oh, this is going to be a great fast growing beet. The other way you can tell that is by looking at days to maturity. So right here tells you 45 days to full size. Oops, sorry, I'm reading backwards. 45 days full size leaf and 60 days to full size beets. So as you're going through and kind of planning what varieties you want, you can look to see how many days it will take from the time you plant the seed to the time that you harvest. So again, days to maturity are generally like days from planting to harvest. Along those lines, in the cultural info at the beginning of each section, it will tell you if the days to maturity are from direct seeding. So direct seeding meaning like you're planting it directly in the soil in the garden bed versus starting it in a tray, like starting it in a tray like this would be transplanting. Okay. All right, so from there, let's see, I think those are the main things I wanted to tell you. Let's see, just some more examples, like with broccoli. We find broccoli a bit challenging in terms of like in terms of seasonality. We love to get an early spring crop, but that can be tricky where we are in zone 4 in Vermont. And so we love to have fall varieties. And again, this will tell you, broccoli does not like heat, but when you look at the descriptions, let's see. So like Bellstar specifically says it's heat tolerant. So again, you really want to like focus on the different varieties and what seasonal slots they will work best in, and all of that information is found in the variety description. All right. Other great information you'll find is pest and disease resistance. So when you're looking at the varieties, you'll see these abbreviations, and you might think, what the heck does that mean? Well, all of those abbreviations are spelled out at the beginning of the variety, like the first page of the crops. So you'll see that the resistance key tells you that BR stands for black rot, FY for Fusarium yellows, WR for white rust. The other thing you will find in this main section at the beginning of each crop is how many seeds per packet or per pound you will get. So you'll see it says seed specs. That's what high mowing does, is the seed specs right here. And when I worked at high mowing in sales a number of years ago, one of the most common questions was like, how many seeds will I get in each packet? And you'll be able to find that all in the seed specs right there. Most companies, I think every seed company I've ever seen, will also give you really helpful growing information in that crop write-up and the cultural info. So I think those are all the main points I wanted to share with you. The other great thing about buying seeds right now is it's just really beautiful to look through and just see all of the lovely plants and crops that you can grow. And yeah, this is the time to start planning and planting. Here in Vermont, we just got like another 6 inches of snow last night, so don't feel like you're behind. Again, with the days to maturity, you can always look ahead on your calendar and see, oh, you've got plenty of time to start seeds. And yeah, I hope that you do start seeds. I'd love to give you some more little tutorials to help you get started. So if you have specific questions about growing, pop them in the comments below, and I'll make you a video to answer them, or write up a blog post over on thegoodheartlife.com. And yeah, I hope you are doing well, and I hope you get growing. And again, let me know if you have any questions, and have a really beautiful day. Bye.